Once again, finish my pizza. Okay. Ist ja vielleicht schon Humor. Ow! Oh. At least I got a Hong Kong. Yeah, at least I got a Hong Kong. Careful, there's spine in there. Oh shit. Move. Me. Beanie Mauger, so tonight. Bin. Anyway. Pizza. Dogs are so annoying. Yeah, so Sende das ein Boxenspaß. Nee. Oh, he's digging again. I didn't realize he would go back in the week. I didn't realize he would do it in the evening. No, it's digging is uncovered. He's digging out there again. I didn't know he would do that over the week. I lost my answer because he's not talking to me, so. Yeah, see, they're ignoring me because clearly I didn't realize that's why I didn't realize they were continuing that. You see the pipe right there. Oh, this place, I didn't realize that's what my was doing. I didn't realize they would continue that in a week. I didn't know. That's what we've been digging. Just give me a sauce. Oh, you're right. If I don't turn the white light off, you're not going to be able to see it. I almost forgot. I need to turn the white light off, otherwise, they'll make white light on, because otherwise you're not going to be able to see out there because it's too bright. Yeah. Remember, that's the hole, everyone. That's the big hole that we dug, that I've been digging. I didn't realize that we resumed this today. Yeah, didn't realize we did that, my dad. Yeah, but I would go out there and help, but I lost my chance, I think, because he's not talking to me. So he said he didn't want to see or hear me. So, and of course, well, the thing is, I thought we were going to resume it next weekend, but I didn't realize he would do that in the evenings. I did not realize he would be doing that. I didn't realize he would also resume it in the evening. I didn't know that. I didn't realize that. I didn't realize he would resume it in the evening. I didn't realize that. I had no idea he would resume it in the evening. Oh, that's unfortunate. Yeah, I can't use my key to unlock the bottom window because the key that was in the key broke off in there. So I have the other part in this container, I think. That's where I usually keep it. There's a spare window key in there. Ah, yes, there it is. Because of course I can't open it. So I use this because you can actually still turn it with this broken key. Watch this. Ja, just unlocked it. Scrape myself a little bit. Let me just check my messages. Oh, he didn't send anything. Ow. Oh, now I scrape myself in the window. Yeah, fantastic. I didn't realize we would resume it in a week. I never we said we were resuming it next weekend. I didn't realize we'd be doing it in a week. Oh man. I could have been doing that with him. It's not even looking at me. I'm sure he knows I opened the window, but he's not even acknowledging me. No, see, just because I was that, I mean, this is, I don't know, it's really necessary, or because I've been now, they have to, they just go with it. Because I don't think that's necessary. I wouldn't do that to, even if I don't get such things, I'm not going to happen. I don't think I ever have. I mean, I don't want pockets, but even if I did, I mean, I wouldn't ignore them like that. I think that's bad parenting. I mean, if you're just going to ignore your child, I mean, sure, I made a mistake, but that doesn't mean you have to ignore me all day. Because that's just not nice. I mean, that's not the right thing to do. I really do think so. That's need to acknowledge me. I wish I could call, because that is what an idiot would do. I wish I could call them that, but that'd be rude. This is why I'm not going to. No, that's what I was supposed to. I didn't. We said we resume next week, and I didn't realize he would do it today. It would have helped. He's just out there digging. He's just going to get worse. I mean, he's out there digging by himself. That's what was getting him exhausted. His shoulder's sore. That's why I stepped in. I can't believe it. I thought we were going to do that next weekend. Well, now I just want to rewind time and stop myself from being loud, because clearly now apparently what usually is that he wants me, wants me to be quiet, but he didn't. So I didn't think he'd be affected, but somehow he is. He didn't even write anything. Usually he tells you, But I don't think. But sometimes, when he says it in German, he doesn't want to hear or see. I don't think he means it. I mean, you can't just say that to your own child. I mean, I wish I could call the police, and part of me wishes I could call the police and have him arrested for that. But then again, that's not a valid reason. Honestly, that's what I was meant to be helping out with. Yet now he's doing it by himself. You know, I thought we were supposed to do that next weekend again. Not. Why would you resume it? Honestly, I didn't realize he would do it in the evenings. He never said that. That's what I'm meant to be helping you. But, totally just like me, he talks to himself as well, because you haven't known. Seen it a couple of times. It's probably where I got it from, I don't know. But, yeah. No, I'm pretty sure he knows that I'm looking out the window, that I've got the window open. I mean, obviously, because he can hear it me, I'll be closing the window. And so he's just, he's just choosing to ignore me. He's just paying more attention to the hole than his own child. I've never seen any other parent do that. I mean, seriously. All because I was, that's just unnecessary. It was just over a little thing that they could have simply just ignored. Yeah, they're making a big thing, This is what. Oh. Nice going to act like that, really? Like it just gets mad, over a little thing that they simply could have just ignored. And I can't, sometimes I just can't help being loud. I get, it's just, maybe I don't understand that. I mean, now they just ignore me for a whole day, or because of a simple thing they could have ignored themselves. But no, it's had to be the other way around, didn't it? Honestly, I would never do something like that. If I had kids, I'd never do something like that. Because that's just messed up to just ignore your child the whole day, and I mean, or because it's something you could have simply just ignored in the first place. They even had rain sounds. Hell, they even had rain sounds on that they get without that noise. That noise. I mean, they even have rain sounds over them over the so otherwise they just hear me obviously. But all because it's something that simply could just have ignored. I mean, I would have just ignored it sort of. Yeah, and then ignoring the person the next day. I mean, that's ridiculous. That's unnecessary. I mean, that's not the one. I don't know who taught him to do it that way, but clearly whoever did, they're an idiot, because that's not how you deal with that. You don't just ignore the person all day. That's what I'm going to do. Best with it. I mean, he does speak a bit of English, so I'm sure you can understand this. I'm trying to be serious here, obviously. And the only reason people do it this way is because you're taught to do it a certain way. I mean, who else would have taught? I don't know who, honestly. I don't know any other person whose parents ignored them for a whole day, or because they did something like that. I don't know any. But then again, I also don't know anyone who's been that. Who's not another. I'm totally. I mean, there's no way I'm the only one that's loved like this. No, there's no way. Yeah, but honestly, I've never seen. I mean, I think that's just stupid to just ignore. To ignore the person for the whole day. I think that's just a stupid thing to do. Absolutely fine. Because it'll fall out on us. Obviously, I'm sure everybody's obviously just choosing to ignore me. It's clearly somebody had taught him to do that. Because you're taught to do things like that. Yeah, I think that's not the right way. I think that's the unnecessary way to do that. You don't just ignore a person the whole day and then, I mean, I think that only an idiot would do that. But then again, I can't call my own parents an idiot now, can I? Because it'd be rude. Sometimes I wish I could, but I just can't because it's rude. And I can't even tell them. Let me tell anyone that no resident issues because I'm not allowed to do that either. Even if it were true. Yeah, everything's ridiculous. Well, maybe it wasn't his parents that told. Wait a minute. Yeah, so I'm supposed to do. I think I know what's going on. And, well, obviously, there's no. The parents don't teach you that. It was Candy. No, I know what it is now. Candy Krieger, obviously. They still have Candy Krieger in their brains because of when they misdiagnosed. Those idiots misdiagnosed me. They were the ones because I kind of remember them doing, teaching them something like that. They misdiagnosed me. Maybe sometimes I feel maybe I should just ignore them forever because clearly they're just going to ignore me because I think that's the right thing to do. I mean, I think that's stupid. I can't really. What can I do? I mean, I can't take matters into my own hands because I get I can't do it physically or because I get into trouble. They'd be assault and so there's nothing I can do. All I can do is just sit here while they continue to ignore me, which I think is ridiculous. Maybe they're saying this and they're probably like, oh, we made a mistake. Maybe we should, but clearly, I mean, that's what I'm thinking, but clearly they can't, no one can read minds. I think ignoring someone over 4 days is just not the right thing to do. I think that's stupid. Or because it's something they could have simply ignored. And that's what I would have done. I would have just ignored it. I can't believe they couldn't have just ignored it every time. I mean, how dumb do you have to be not be able to to not ignore that? I mean, that's just. I can't help being loud sometimes, but they don't understand that. Clearly, they're the ones that understood me most, but clearly I was wrong. I believe they're ignoring me over something they could have ignored this whole time. I mean, they could have just ignored it. Now they're ignoring me over something they could have ignored they could have easily ignored themselves. And they could just turn their brain sounds like that's what I usually would do. Because I think this is ridiculous. No, he's out there doing what I was supposed to be doing. Yeah, I wish I could go out there, but I don't. I mean, sure, if I want to go out there, we'll go out there, but I'm not going to go out there because as soon as I go out there, he's probably going to tell me to piss off. And then I'll be in tears again because I can't control my emotions. So I'm not going to just go and confront him because last thing I want to be told is to piss off because that's what he does. And I've heard it before once when I said, what I said was hello, and then he just said piss off. Unbelievable. Honestly. Well, I wasn't even rude. All I was saying is hello, and he tells me to piss off. It was that same shit again that you could have just easily ignored. But no. I mean, that's just not fair. I mean, shoreline's not fair, but that was my job. I was meant to be digging out there, and I thought we would do that next week, and I didn't realize we would do it in the week after work. I can't believe you would ignore a person over something you could have simply ignored yourself. I think this is ridiculous. I'm sure there's parents out there who wouldn't do something like that, who would ignore it. I'm sure there is. This is ridiculous. This is what I would call harassment. Well, I mean, honestly, I don't know what said. It was good more, but that time he said he didn't want to. I can't even. I mean, honestly, I think ignoring someone because they're ignoring me over something they could have simply ignored themselves. But either they're too stupid to ignore it, or I don't know. Well, we do it. Well, I wanted to hear this. Well, because maybe you understand. Because I'm getting sick of this. I'm constantly, being ignored or something that I can't help. Actually, they don't understand that I can't help it. Sometimes you just have a lot of energy. What do you expect? Because they'll just never understand it. They're too stupid to understand it. This is ridiculous. No, it's doing what we were supposed to do on the weekend. You shouldn't be doing that without me, honestly, because I'm the one that's supposed to be in the show. I'm the shoveler. I just wish I could go out there and confront him, but just remember, there's already playing it in my mind that he's going to say piss off. He's just going to, Why do I even bother with them anymore? Before Candy Krieger, it was. I don't remember, but yeah, it wasn't like this. Anyway, I mean, I wish I could sue Kenny Krieger for this because clearly they're putting this nonsense into people's minds. Because I was just like, no, it's not my parents are stuck with it. Or Kenny Krieger told them because they're idiots. Or Kenny Krieger, I'm sure Kenny Krieger, they're the ones that are idiots. Because I did another quest got me. Now we come, or because I can't, they could just ignore themselves, and then they just go, honestly. Anyway, I think this is just absolutely ridiculous. They shouldn't be doing my job without me. I'm just saying. And he's not even writing back. I know he has his phone in his pocket. See? Usually when someone knocks on the window, they'd look up and look at me, but no. I know he's purposely ignoring it because I've seen it before. I can't believe that. It's usually when you bang on the window, the person will usually look up and look at you, because obviously you can hear that, but he didn't look up because I know he's ignoring me on purpose. Because I know he heard it, he's just ignoring me on purpose. Because it's something he could have just simply ignored. So this is why I've always believed I've grown up with jerks as parents because, they get first he gets angry over the simplest things. Never seen anyone do. I don't know anyone who does that. And then now all of a sudden, because of this Kenny Krieger bullshit, now they're just ignoring me every time I do something I can't help. Like being loud. I know people are trying to sleep, but I can't help. What do you want me to do? I can't. How can I hold it in? Like it's just not going to work. I know it's not because of the sugar. That's the thing. Because I also used to told me news every night. And sometimes I don't have sugar at all at night. And still, I mean, it's not the food it's not the sugar that does it. Because then when I don't have sugar at night, I sometimes do it as well. And I don't ever understand why, but I can't help it. Because even if I try to tell them I can't help it, they're just to make bullshit excuses because they can't understand it. Yeah, so you can still. And the shoveling was my job. Well, the thing is, he never said he would do it after work. I thought he was going to. I thought he said we'd do it next weekend. Son of a. Because usually he does, just like the deck when he did the dirt work, he resumes it after work. I should have seen it. I should have known that. What's the puzzle? I can't do that. I mean, he could just simply ignore it, but no, I don't know how he got affected, because usually he just sleeps through it. It's usually just mom that gets affected, not him. I mean, even if you were woken up, he usually leaves me a message to be quiet, but he didn't leave me a message, so that usually tells me that, that he had woken up, because usually he would leave me a message, but no. Now he's just not even ignoring my team's messages. No, of course, because usually when he doesn't have to measure, call him. Usually when he doesn't read the message, I usually call him. I'm not going to do that because he's ignoring me or something. He could have ignored himself. He's just going to block me. And as a matter of fact, I might as well block him and never talk to him again, because that see how he feels about this nonsense. Because I think this is ridiculous. Just ignoring me over something he could have ignored himself. I think that is absolutely ridiculous. I mean, it's a good thing I don't have to waste my time beating up dumb cunts. I mean, because that's what an idiot would do. Just ignore someone like that all day. Nothing you can do with that, but that's just challenges. Oh, it's just it's a prank. I mean, they don't usually mean it. The prank is a joke, but he means it. I mean, that's something you could something you could have just ignored yourself. Honestly, that is ridiculous. I wouldn't do that to my own kids. I wouldn't do that. I just ignore it. I mean, because that's ridiculous. You can't just ignore someone for the whole day. I mean, I think that's stupid. Seriously, but I know that Kenny Krieger put that nonsense into their heads. Because if it wasn't for those idiots, then this wouldn't have happened. It wouldn't have ended up like this. It's all because there's Kenny Krieger, sons of bitches, misdiagnosed me. Something else from pathological demand avoidance. I also had autism and ADHD as well. So I mean, some people are autistic, they're loud. That's just one. That's because I'll look it up. Oh. Every person has it. Every autism, person, it's always different. Inherently loud. People with autism aren't inherently loud. Rather, their sound responses vary greatly, with some being sensitive to noise, so others seeking it out, making loud noises, enjoying loud. Yes, that's what I do. I enjoy loud music, and that's my kind of autism. I enjoy music and make loud noises. I mean, people with autism are different. That's why I can't help it. Sorry, no idea. I was on. Has to out late at night, and that's why I can't be being loud. Actually, that okay because it's Katie Krieger that put that nonsense in their head. That's why that's where they obviously got that from. Ignore someone all day because it's something they could have simply ignored themselves. Whereas you don't want you to stop him. Well, I wish I could, but that's not going to end well, is it now? If I do. Yeah, you try. You go out there and try that. I do. Go out there and try that. It's not going to end well. You try to stop him from doing something that he's trying to do wrong, he's going to get pissed. So I wouldn't, because I've done that before. I should know that, because I've done that before. I just wouldn't. I'm not going down that path again. No, absolutely not. I wouldn't. So I wouldn't even try that. I'd just let him do his thing. I wouldn't even try that because we don't let him do what he's doing. He's going to get pissed. So just don't. It's not going to end well. Trust me, it's not going to end well. He'll just result in even more trouble. Of course, there's no rain for the whole week. No, he's on his phone. No, he's not looking at who's there. Unless it's something to see. I'm just told him something. I can't do that because then he'll go to police, obviously. Oh yeah, think someone is a crime. Yeah, can't do that. Oh no, Mom's typing in the chat. Oh great. No one says I can go out and have a book. Do you think? I mean, he's just ignoring me. Like, well, why? Like, he's just ignoring me. Like, what am I can't just walk up to him I mean, he said that at 11 this morning. I mean, what am I supposed to do? It's not like, I mean, unless he says otherwise. I mean, unless he says that, unless he says otherwise, what am I supposed to do? Like, unless he says otherwise, I mean, nobody's done it because. If I go out there, I'm just, the last thing I want to do is go out there and be told to piss off. So. Well, but how can I apologize though? Because I mean, it's not that, because I'm sorry only works when you don't do it again. So how am I supposed to apologize? Because I've done it more than once. He's not going to believe. It's not that easy to apologize to him. So what do you think? What do you think? Like I can just write and say, "Oh, I'm very sorry." You think he's going to accept that? Because I've always learned sorry only works when you don't do it again. But I've already. That's already happened more than once. I mean, I can't just say so. Sorry being that. I mean, because what am I like? How am I going to apologize? Like, because you don't make promises. You don't want to make promises you can't keep. I mean, what am I like? Because the thing is, I can't make you can't make promises that you can't keep. So I can't just say, oh, I mean, because it's happened more than once. So I can't just say that. So because. I mean, because it's happened because it only works when you don't do it again. So I doubt he's that saying is that he's going to. I mean, that he's going to accept that. I mean, because it only works if you don't do it more than once. I don't love is one thing that never dies, but no, but the thing is not that it doesn't exist. It's just it so only works that it only works if you don't do it again. But I've done that more than once. So I mean, it's not like he's going to accept it. I mean, it so only works if I don't do it again. So what? I can just send him this and he's going to accept it. Yeah, I find that hard to believe because so only works if you don't do it again. Mom says so. Might as well give it a shot. Because clearly, yeah, as if he's already ignored the other messages. So what makes you think he's going to read this? I mean, sorry only works if you don't do it again. I've done this way too many times. See? I'll tell you. It's not saying a thing. It knows that he's phone right now. I mean, because it's happened more than once. I mean, sorry only works if you don't do it again. So what did I expect? I mean, that's going to work? I mean, I've already done that way too many times. What makes you think he's going to accept that? Like that he's not even writing back. I can already tell he's not writing back. He's not accepting it. I mean, I can tell. I mean, he's not going to write back. And that's what that means. If he doesn't write back, he doesn't accept. I mean, he's on his phone. He's obviously ignoring mine. What makes you think that this is going? When I can't just go, you can't just. Because sorry only works if you don't do it again. And, and this, of course, the thing is, this is not the first time I've been mad. It's happened way more than once. So I mean, you would expect him. See, look, he's not even answering the messages. Oh, he's covered it up. And he's left his gloves out there. Oh no, he's come back. It's already finished, yeah. Oh well, he's already covered it up for today. Yeah, see? He's on his face. He's ignoring it. And he's already put it away. Either he listened to our messages or I don't know, or it was getting too hot because yeah, the sun is shining right at my window, so the sun is quite warm. And as he said yesterday, you can't work on this, we can't dig when there's too much heat, so well, I missed my opportunity. It's already finished for the day. He's already covered it up. Shut down, you can't do that. Oh, he's already covered it up now. Like it wasn't even touched today. Yeah, see, he's not even answering the message. I mean, of course he's not going to accept it. What? Yeah, because I mean, they clearly, I don't know, Mum. I'm sure it only works if you don't do it again. I mean, I've been told that many people. I mean, that's why I heard it because I mean, I've told that. I mean, yeah, because how do you expect sorry to work if someone could, how do you expect an apology to work if you just do the same, do what you did over and over again? How are you going to expect that to work? And how are you going to expect an apology to fix that? You see, because he's not even, obviously he's not going to. I mean, I don't know why. Yeah, that's what I'm talking, but he's not going to accept. I mean. Of course, now avoid all this because I usually help out with that. So, yeah, how is that going to work if I've done that more than once? How are you going to expect that to work? But usually, if the thing is, usually if he was usually if I woke him up, he would usually write me a message to tell me to be quiet, but he didn't. So that's why I'm a bit confused because usually if I was loud, and he was woken up, he would write me a message in this group chat. He would say, leise, or in German, quiet in German. But he didn't write a message. So something doesn't make sense. Because usually if I woke him up, he would write me a message, but he didn't. But I didn't do anything else wrong other than being loud. I don't see what else I did wrong. Because usually when I'm loud, he would write me messages. Last time I was loud, he wrote. Yeah, see, he wrote quiet at 1 a.m. See, when I woke him up, he wrote that. He wrote to be quiet. But this time he didn't. So that's why I'm confused. I didn't do anything else. Oh god, this is hard, really. Hey, oh god, this is hard. I don't see why. I mean, why would she give? I mean, he didn't even answer it. No, I wrote it to him, not everyone. But was it just me? It just goes to him. That's what. I mean, see, I knew he wasn't going to write back because obviously an apology only works if you don't do it again. So, yeah, and I expected that to fail because obviously I've been through that before. I mean, because I know an apology only works once. It only works if you don't do it again. So what was the point of writing this? That was a waste of a message. I mean, what about the person? Do you think it would make a difference? Plus, I don't want to walk up to him in person because I don't want to walk up to him in person because the last time I did that when I was there, he just told me to piss off. So that's why I can't trust walking up to him in person. He had that chance before he told me to piss off the last time. So yeah, and the thing is that because I have a hard time controlling my emotions, that causes me to get upset. That's why. That's why I don't want to do that again because it then makes me makes me feel like I'm going to, because I start wondering I'm going to cry because of course I can't control my emotions, obviously. Sometimes I have these voices in my head, telling me that it doesn't know or something like that. I don't know how to describe it, but that's all it makes me more upset. That's what gets, as if this was going to work, like, seriously. And of course, it didn't even, I told you that wasn't going to work. I'm not an idiot. Should have done that job. I don't know what he was thinking doing that without me. Well, obviously, he sees the message pop on the screen because he doesn't have notifications muted. Sure didn't block him. No grounds. Wait, sorry, he must have either he missed all messages or it got too hot. But judging by the sun shining, it probably got too hot. He's already ignored my messages. That's why I doubt it with the messages. That'll be the messages because he's been ignoring them. Yeah, and an apology was supposed to work. What do you call? Well, no, I don't think I should because I would risk getting blocked if I do. Just do it. No. I'm just saying this is not a good idea because this is how you risk getting blocked when you call someone that doesn't want to talk to you. This is how you risk it. No, I'm hanging up. Yeah, I thought I had a thing that tells you. Oh, why is it just instantly hang up? I thought I had it set to. What? Asked me to confirm. Why did that get turned off? Why did that get turned off? They had to ask me to confirm when to leave a meeting. Why was that turned off? It's available, but he's not. Of course, no, don't keep doing it. Oh my God, no, don't keep doing that. Yeah, great. Now that you've done that, now I'm going to risk getting blocked. Thanks, Teddy. Now I'm going to risk getting blocked. Yeah, great job doing that. I hope that was worth it. He's not going to notice you. He's not going to notice me, really. There's account as my name on it. Do you really think he's not going to? Really? Oh. Yeah, see, he's not even answering. Yeah, of course, at the point, he's not going to. How do you expect this to work? I mean, if I've already, because I don't have more, I more than once, and you expect a simple apology to fix that. Well, no, of course it's not going to fix that.